Okay, today's a very important day because I think I'm going to just share with you the secret to life, and it's pretty simple. It is literally to have the life that you want and not be upset and not get cranky and not get triggered and not have all these negative things happen to you. It's pretty simple. You just have to chill. And it's like, how do I chill? Well, it's really important because learning to relax and like the art of letting go, it avoids the triggers. It avoids everything else. So if you're like, okay, my computer's not working and it's not downloading or it's not doing this, instead of sitting here and getting frustrated with it, you walk away. You go and do something else for 5 minutes, and then when you keep going. When I come back, my computer's going to be running perfectly. Everything's going to be fine. And it does. And you come back and it is. If you have somebody who's really angry and they are yelling at you, you shut them down. You walk away. You go, that is not my issues, that is theirs. Not my journey, not my issues, that's theirs. You turn around, you walk away. When you're in traffic and people are really upset and you're getting angry, stop, put some music on, let that go. The more you chill, the more you flow through life, the less resistance you're going to have. And it's a pretty simple trick, but it's very hard to do. So here's some points that I think that can help you a little bit. You need to pause before you react to anything, whether it's something that somebody has said or somebody has cut you off in traffic or whatever's going on, and you've hit a trigger. You need to stop. You need to back away. And you need to think before you react. Because having that moment, or if it's too hard, just say, listen, I can't do this now. I'm going to go outside for 5 minutes and we can come back and talk about it calmly, or we can, have a different way of talking about it and figuring it. Might be that you just got different fight styles. Whatever it is, you need to pause before you react. You need to recognize your triggers. When you know there's a trigger that's happened, so whether that's again, somebody's cut you off in traffic and the next minute you're like angry and you're driving reckless. That's not good, is it? Because it ends up in all sorts of stuff, because you don't know what the other person's like. You don't know what, they're not on drugs or they're not fucking completely nuts in their head and they're going to come in and start driving you off the road. So you have to figure out, if I do that, it gets me triggered, what am I going to do? I'm going to take 10 deep breaths while I'm driving. I'm going to put on my favorite song and I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to sing the hell out of it. Like, whatever it is, whatever your triggers are, you've got to figure out a way of how to master of letting it go, and just going, okay, I'm not going to let that get me today. It's just not worth the argument. I'm letting it go and I'm moving forward. If somebody at work wants to be an idiot, well, fine, let them go and do that. Just don't take it on. Don't go sit down and go, why is he doing that? That's so annoying. He's so annoying. He does this to this. That's no good for you. You can see it. You can feel it when I'm talking about it. Instead, you just go, well, he's getting some form of enjoyment out of that, and people either like it or they don't, but who cares? It's not me. I'm going to go on with my work. So you do what you need to do, but you need to practice relaxation daily, and you need to have tips and tricks for your anxiety, tips and tricks for your fear, your anger, your whatever it is that trigger is. First of all, you need to figure out what the trigger is, and that's a good way. Like, I had a video a couple of days ago that was talking about what's your whys, who helped you, who hurt you, who healed you. Like, go through those things, figure out the different things, figure out what your triggers are, and then put an action plan in place of when that happens, whatever. It can be something as simple as, it's really bad and at work, but you can have music if you want to, and somebody's really bugging you, well, go back to your desk, stick your headphones in if you're allowed to do that, and just listen to music. Music changes the vibration. The other way can be just walking outside, because nature is fantastic for all that sort of stuff, but you need to practice relaxation regularly, daily, if I can get that out. So that means like just lying down, maybe some meditation, maybe even doing some chakra or some crystal healings, whatever it is that you find that's good for you. It might be that you need to go to the gym, because the gym is actually what helps you get rid of that aggression for the week. Or maybe it's just that you need to go and have a massage to help with the way you're feeling and stuff like that. So whatever it is, you've got to figure it out. Find your triggers, stay calm, get an action plan for your triggers. Perspective is everything. When you look at it like we've just looked at it now, it doesn't seem like a huge deal, but when you're in it, it is. So again, you need to have an action plan. So learning to chill, stay relaxed so the life can just keep flowing and keep growing and not go, literally that's what life is. When you go down the negative timeline, everything keeps happening bad. This is not working, that's broken. Oh, I forgot to put petrol in my car. Oh, that my friend, I planned on her being around and now she's away. Like, if you keep having actions that are distractions, that are negative, that are toxic pretty much, if you don't want to go down that track, you need to learn to chill and flow. Don't let it bother you. Actually, I watched a video the other day of this guy talking to his nana who was like 100 or 100 years old and asked her what was her secret to life. It was the same thing. She said, I just would tell people to relax a little bit and not be so uptight. That's golden. Take that with you today. And just know, we don't have to be wound up tight all the time. You can just go with the flow. And if you have a choice every day, if it's not right, get out. That's your choice. This is your life. Take action. I know I pick myself up even every single day and look at the blessings and understand that time is limited. Understand that life is short. It's too short to be stuffed around by idiotic people, angry people, negative people. Bring yourself back to your heart center. Figure out what you want in your life. Surround yourself with beautiful people. Do daily practices every day about how to relax, how to take on and look at life from a different perspective, because at the end of the day, perspective is everything. You don't have to look through the eyes of other people. Look through the eyes of your soul. Feel it, love it, breathe it, live it. This is your life. You chose it. See you again tomorrow.